Hey, happy Saturday. Happy 4th of July weekend for those that are celebrating. So, today on Empowering Her with Monica, today we are empowering the teenage her. So, I'm talking to the young queens today, and I got some dating tips for the young queens. You may have heard them before, but it's okay. I'm going to share them anyway. So let's get it going. Number one, take it slow. When you're starting to date or you're talking to a young man, take it slow. Get to know him. Find out what he wants to do after high school, what his hobbies are, what kind of sports does he participate in. And he also needs to get to know you. There's no need to rush into a serious relationship. Trust me when I tell you, when you decide to say, we go together, I'm committed to you, or whatever it is, whatever terminology you guys are using these days, that changes the game. That changes the dynamic of the relationship. So please know what you're getting into before you get into it. Number two, set boundaries. I'm not going to go into any real detail about boundaries. So yeah, you can check my last video that I did on boundaries. But I do know that your boundaries is about how you will behave and how you want your friends, your significant other, and people around you to behave. Um, your boundaries sets the tone for what you will do, what you will not do, things you will not participate in, whether you're going to do drugs or alcohol or, whatever. Boundaries. You got to have boundaries for the people you're in a relationship with, because your boundaries tell people how you want to be treated. And it tells people that you care about you. It tells people about your self-worth. So you got to have boundaries. Number three, plan the date. You got to know where you're going before you go. Don't do no surprises. No, you find out when we get there. Bruh. No, sis. I need to know where I'm going before I leave this house. And if you ain't trying to tell me, well, I ain't trying to go. Know who else is going. Don't walk out the house to go get in a car with your boo, your boyfriend, or whoever, and then you get there and it's like 3 other guys in the car. No, that's unacceptable. No, don't do that. Share your plan with a trusted adult. Now, let me say this. Adults are not trying to control your life. They ain't trying to be all up in your business. We're trying to keep you safe. So if it's not your mom, tell your aunt. Tell your best girlfriend. Tell somebody that's not going to be with you where you're going and what the plan is. Anything can happen. Car accident, fire, whatever. People need to know how to get to you. If the plan changes while you're on the date, and it often does, sometimes you get somewhere and it's too crowded or it's more than you expected it to be. And so then now you decide, no, let's don't do this. Let's do something else. That's fine. But that trusted person that you notified of the first plan, they need to know about the change. Because oftentimes you don't tell somebody about the change. And then if something pops off, then it was like, well, she told us she was going here. And then they get there, you're not there. You never were there. So, yeah, just let your trusted person know that the plan changed. Number 4, group dates. Group dates are amazing. They're fun and it's less stress. You don't have to be worried about what y'all gonna talk about. Is he gonna try to kiss me? Are they gonna try to touch me? You don't have to do none of that. You're in the group. And when you're with a group or on a group date, stay with the group. You don't need to go out to a secluded island and be by yourself. That's not what this date is. This is a group date. So we're going to stay with the group. And okay, so when you're going on a date, as you're going, you need to know where you are. You need to pay attention to street signs, landmarks, buildings, because you being able to identify where you are, should there be a situation, that's helpful. That's going to get people to you quicker. You may want to activate the GPS on your phone if it's not already activated. That way, your location is easily found by your trusted adult or your close friend. And number 6, and finally, if you're on a date and you are uncomfortable at any time, it's time to end the date. You do not have to stay. You're not obligated to stay. And if you let the person you're with, you're dating, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm not comfortable. And they're not trying to take you home, then guess what? Your cell phone, yes, call your trusted adult or your best friend or whoever you need to call so that they can come pick you up. You never have to be somewhere where you're uncomfortable. So, thank you for tuning in to Empowering Her with Monica. These are tips for the young queen, the empowering teenage her.